Welcome, everyone, to our latest episode of Rebecca and Rebecca. I'm Rebecca Reed from rural Indiana, and this is my partner in books, Rebecca Yager from Dallas, Texas. Hi, Rebecca.
Hello, Rebecca. It is still steamy in Dallas and it's October.
It is warm in Indiana as well, although I looked at the weather and next week it's supposed to cool off a bit. So fall may be coming. Who knows?
It'll get here. It'll get here. But hey, it's our favorite day today. We get to talk to authors.
We do, and we have the lovely Darlene Turner with us. Hello, Darlene.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to chat with you today.
Oh, well, we appreciate you being here. Okay, so how's the weather in Canada? Are you cooling off?
It's a little cooler today, but it's supposed to get hotter again. So it's been actually quite a hot September.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been that way everywhere, practically, at least in our half of the world or in this. I don't know. Um, anyway, we are, as we already said, we're very, very excited to chat with our authors. And Darlene, you're here today, but let's have Rebecca read a little bit about you so we can kind of get an intro and then we'll get right in with the questions.
Yeah, we're,
Okay.
we're doing a very brief intro because I'd rather chat. Anyway, Darlene L. Turner is an award-winning author and lives with her husband Jeff in Ontario, Canada. Her love of suspense began when she read her first Nancy Drew book. She's turned that passion into her writing and believes readers will be captured by her plots, inspired by strong characters, and moved by her inspirational message. You can connect with Darlene at darlenelturner.com, where there's suspense beyond the borders, which I love. So, Darlene, I have to kind of ask, when did you know you wanted to be a writer? Was it that love of Nancy Drew?
It was actually. It's when I first started reading Nancy Drew, I not only loved suspense and mystery at that point, it kind of sparked some ideas to write, and I even started creating my own Mindy Dobson series.
Cindy
So
Dobson. Yeah.
I wish I would have kept it because it would have been funny to go back and look at it.
Oh, I was just going
Oh,
to ask. Yeah, if you still had it.
No, I'm kicking myself now, but
it's hard to keep everything.
that is true. That is true.
And so the Nancy Drew books also create your love of suspense because you're a suspense writer, a very
Yes,
good suspense writer. So do you like murder mysteries?
I
Was
do.
it
And the whole suspense just kind of followed me through teenage years into adulthood. And so it went from Nancy Drew to, I don't know, Charlie's Angels to Murder She Wrote, then to like Castle and Kate Beckett and Alias, and just kept progressing all the way.
Yeah,
all the
those are all some of my favorites as
Yeah.
well. I was a big Nancy Drew fan, but I also read Trixie Belden. Did you ever read any Trixie
I
Belden?
never did. I mean, I heard of her, but I never read any of hers. I guess I was just stuck with Nancy Drew.
Yeah, I think
She's
Trixie
like
was
the
a
OG.
little she that was a little bit younger, so it depends kind of if you started with Nancy Drew, because I went from Trixie to Nancy, so I kind of started with
Okay.
Trixie and then went to Nancy. So
Well, okay, being that you like all these police procedurals, did becoming doing something in law enforcement ever enter your world?
Absolutely. Of course, when I became a teenager, that's what I wanted to be, was a police officer. But then reality struck, and I realized that police officers don't wear high heels like Charlie's Angels do.
Or Kate Beckett.
That's right.
I'm watching some of the Castle reruns right now too, and it's like, okay, Charlie's Angels I know, but Kate Beckett also had some sky
I
high.
know. Yeah, they're more a block heel, but still it's a heel.
Can't can't function in heels.
No.
Can't do it. Um, all right, before we dive into Echoes of Darkness, though, um, what isn't in your bio? Are there things about you that a reader might be surprised to know?
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, when I was in my early 20s, I actually did a little bit of modeling, which was fun.
Mm.
I love to camp. I don't get to camp that. My husband doesn't love it as much as I do. So, I also like different styles of movies. I love Marvel movies. I love Lord of the Rings, sci-fi, romance, thrillers. So, a whole gamut of different types of movies too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a
that's
big
great.
wide
Yeah.
range of movies. I'm like you in that sense. And I'm surprised in Canada that your husband doesn't like camping as much. Well, not everyone's a
No,
camper, but beautiful up there.
I grew up camping, so I think that's why. And he didn't. So, I mean, he did a little bit because he was a Boy Scout at one point.
Well, I know you retired from your real day job a few years ago.
Yes,
So writing is full time for you?
it is. Yes, and I
And
love it.
still no regrets about going
No,
full time into it.
none whatsoever, believe me. And I actually retired I worked for an insurance company and I retired in 2020, which is,
Oh,
yeah, is right. And it
yeah.
was the first year my debut came out in 2020 as well. So, but I just had a lot of what I would call God kisses that year. And it was okay, Darlene, because I was going to retire like the end of that year. But with COVID and everything that happened, and just like I said, those God kisses, it was like I retired August the 1st. So, and I
Oh,
haven't regretted it at all.
that's it.
That
So
sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm ready for that too at this point. I'm like, anyway, well, that's a whole nother topic, and we won't go there. But we will talk about Echoes of Darkness because okay, I have to say, I was captivated by the back cover copy. And I saw
Mhm.
it. I think you did an interview on ACFW, I think I saw it on their website. And that's where I first saw the book and saw the back cover copy. And I'm like, oh, Becky, we need to read this book. And then she's like, well, I know Darlene. But who doesn't? She knows everyone. So therefore, I wasn't surprised by that. But I was like, oh, this is such a good book. So I got it and I was reading it. I think I read it before. I read it before. I finished it before you did, didn't I? And she kept saying, what's going on? Did what?
I did. I kept asking her questions about the book. Now, to me, because you've written Suspense for Love Inspired, and I know this is Love Inspired, but it's a trade book, so
Yeah.
there's a little bit more meat to it, so to speak. It's not just
Mhm.
the hero and heroine POV, and it is rightly to say it's a psychological thriller, and it's a little
Yes.
intense.
It is, yes. It's a lot edgier and darker than my regular love inspired suspense books. Yeah, but I made sure that God's light still shines through that darkness. And that's basically my mission as a writer. I want to be that single light, like Oakland is, and she becomes throughout the end of the books. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't the darkness never did bother me. Even as I was going through it, and when it was, at the beginning, it is very dark and you don't really know what's going on. And so there's a lot of uncertainty,
Mhm.
but I still felt like there was always that little thread, that little like light, that kind of seeps under the door, that keeps you from being in complete and total darkness. And as you go through the book, the light gets brighter and brighter, and the
Yes.
darkness is fighting it, but you can see, that light more and more and more and more of the characters kind of take up that role of like being lights too to others and things. And so I really loved that part. Um, did you how did you come up with the Suicide Slayer moniker?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know. It just kind of came to me. Well, I think I had the idea that her father uh it was killing people but making it look like suicide. So that's where I got the Suicide Slayer
Hmm.
um name. So yeah, that type of thing. But yeah, it just kind of came to me.
Did you have that part of it before you had, like, what part of it came to you first? Or was it sort of just do you start with characters? Do you start with setting? Do you start with, is there a certain thing that your stories normally start from, like as the seed, or does it depend?
Yeah, it usually starts by a seed of a storyline, but then immediately I start. My favorite part of the whole writing process is characterization. I
Mm,
like to come up with my characters, dive into their backstory, in quote, interview them, and look at their past life, like what's their wound, what um, do they had a love life at all in their background, and were they hurt, and that type of thing. So then the as I dive into them, then the story grows as well at the same
mhm.
time. That's normally how my stories start.
Okay.
So and with Oakland and Caleb, who are the heroine and the hero of this story,
Yes.
respectively, they've got some wounds and they do
Yeah.
have a deep backstory. So I think that's showing all the work you've done
Mhm.
pre-writing with that
Mhm.
because, Oakland's trying to have a whole new life
Yes.
from her
She's trying to
past, and the
put that
past,
past behind
creeps
her.
up.
Yeah, exactly. Like it just keeps following her wherever she goes because she's like in the story, she's gone from one city to another trying to escape being in the limelight, because all of Canada knows about the Suicide Slayer. And so she's trying to hide who she is.
Mhm.
I mean, she changed her name legally um, because she's now a police officer.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and I'm trying not to ask, we don't like giving away spoilers, but I
Right.
want to
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about as much as we can about the story and then Caleb's backstories and how you bring both their backstories together to help solve the present day too. They
Mhm.
both have to face, I mean,
Yes,
what's been in their past.
they do.
Mhm.
They do.
And we always like side characters, and I this book has a plethora of side characters, and I love, Caleb's team and how
Mhm.
they all kind of came to be the Canadian Watchers League, and how, or is it League? Is that right? Did I
Squad.
get
Canadian Waters Squad.
Squad? Sorry, I knew that didn't sound right when I said it. Um, and their own backstories, each of them is so interesting too, and then how they came together. But Michaela especially,
Mhm.
and her daughter Lily have been through a lot, and
Lot. Yes. Yes. And the father too, because he's the one that in the end basically has built this squad as far his family more than a squad, it's his
yeah,
family. Yeah.
yes, yeah, and of course there's Aunt Sue, uh,
Hmm.
who is very, very important to Oakland and her upbringing and her current state of mind as well. The fact that she's even able to like function, I think, is probably due to Aunt Sue. And then she has friends on the squad too, Claire, and there's the sergeant who is very important to her. So you really peopled this story with a lot of really rich characters, and these are not flat characters, any of them. They're all pretty well developed too, and so that really makes me love the story even more because
Thank
it's
you.
so rich with all of the characters that surround the hero and the heroine.
Mhm.
We really like that part.
Well,
One of the characters I added in as a comedic character is Constable Spearing.
mm,
And funny story, he's actually named my best friend. Her son's name is Eldon Spearing, so they allowed me to use him, and I made him a little quirky. And I've actually used. I asked her like, "Can you tell me some of his sayings?" So I tried to incorporate some of his sayings within it, within the book. So yeah. So and
Oh, that's
I
fun.
gave him a copy of my book just to
Yeah,
thank
how
thank him
fun.
for using his name. It was fun.
that is fun. Okay, but with back to Caleb's family because they're interesting and a lot of
Yes.
characters. Are there more books with this family? Can I put you on the spot? It sounds like it was just ripe
I
to
know.
develop some of these characters.
Yes, there. I am currently working on Cordell's story.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Very good. Anything you can share yet, or are we just still working?
Well, this is the story that I'm writing is actually a story that I've had in my head for years.
Mm.
Mm.
Um, and it's finally getting its own story. But my tagline for is it some just a minute, I got to think about it. Some games you play to win, others you play to survive.
Ooh. Mm.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
I'll leave
okay.
it at that.
I like that one. Yes,
I like
that's a
that
word.
one a lot. Ooh,
But it
ooh.
has another female heroine who is a police officer, and she has a dark past as well. Um, Different than Oakland's, but still a lot of tragedy in her life. And the same with Cordell too.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Ooh, sounds so good. So
Yes.
good. And this is with the trade side
Yeah,
of LI.
yes,
But you're still writing love inspired books as well, love
yes,
inspired suspense books.
yes, I am.
Didn't you just have one come out, right? I mean, we were talking about Echoes of Darkness, but you've had one that's come out since Echoes of Darkness was published.
Yes, Danger in the Wilderness, which is book one in my newest series called National Park Protectors. So this series, it's a book of six that follows a family, the Hoyt family, and each member of the Hoyt family have some type of vocation that's involved in national parks. And because like there's a park warden, there's the one that's coming out at the end of November is called Trail of Mountain Secrets, and it's about a park archaeologist.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yes. So, and
Um,
then there's also a smoke jumper, a search and rescue pilot. So there's a lot of different
Mhm.
vocations of in the wilderness and that type of thing. So, yeah.
Okay.
so it's a
So,
good,
oh, sorry.
no,
I,
go.
I'm really curious because what are the differences between just the regular love inspired suspense versus writing a book like Echoes of Darkness? Like, what are the different criteria maybe or things you have to what do you have to change up to go from one to the other?
Well, the trades they're more intricate. The intricate there's more. Well, you can have more than two points of view for one thing. In the one I'm working on now, I have four points of view. Um, so it's edgier, it's darker, it's there's you can have a subplot, which is different than the regular because
Right.
the regular ones are 55,000 words, so you can't have a subplot
Yeah.
because you don't have room. That
Right.
type of thing. But that's the biggest thing is what the length and the darker, it being a little bit darker, edgier,
Mhm.
um, and just more to it. Like there's just more
Mhm.
backstory, more it's a word I'm looking for. Just more in depth, I guess. Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
More in
more
depth.
room to develop
Yes.
everything,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed, I don't know what this is going to say about me, but really enjoyed writing the villain's point of view.
Mm.
It
Mm.
was just, I haven't done that before. So this was my first time with Echoes of Darkness, and it was fun.
I th- I liked having the evil point of view,
Yeah.
um, because I honestly think it makes it almost harder to tell who it is. I don't know why I think that, but I feel like because you're getting clues about him, so you're thinking about it more, so then you suspect everybody.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe if it was just the hero and the heroine, you would look at just what they're thinking and you would only suspect the people that they're considering. But when you have the actual villain's point of view, then you're like, oh, but what if it's this guy that they're not thinking about, or this person or whatever. So that was my take on it. I enjoyed those tidbits because I think they really muddied the water as far as who it
That's
could
good
be.
because there's a fine line of revealing too much from the
Mhm.
villain's point of view that you don't want to spoil anything either. So that's good to hear.
No, because I actually liked reading the way even his thought process and how he
Mhm.
was taunting Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was just like, oh, and it kind of got you go, okay, I got to keep reading. It's one of those where you got to kind of keep reading. And we always
Yeah.
like that. Keep your reader turning the pages. Um, and I lost my question.
No.
Sure, you have one, Rebecca. I lost mine.
Well, I thought that, and I'm not going to say how, but I thought that the way the cults targeted their victims was very creative and very like now, I guess, are very relevant to
Mhm.
today's
Mhm.
culture. And I wanted to say that because I think that's so realistic and so possible, which is scary. But
Yes.
I
Yes. Diving into the world of cults was scary, like reading
yeah.
about different type, because there's a lot of them out there, more than we realize. And so, yeah, when I did some research on cults, it was like, ooh, this is kind of scary.
That kind of jumped
Not
out of
kind of, it is scary.
Yeah.
so that jumped out at you as you were doing the research for
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
And with all your books, are there other pieces of research that have surprised you, like the cults? That's
Yes, yes. Actually, when I was writing a book called Alaskan Avalanche Escape, I was researching avalanches. And this is actually, it's funny, but it's not funny, but because you don't want to be in an avalanche. But did you know that if you were in an avalanche, that spitting can save your life?
spitting.
Spitting. Because when you're buried in snow, you have to clear the snow away from your face
Mhm.
so you can breathe for one thing, but then you spit, and depending on what direction it is, you tunnel from the opposite direction. So
Oh,
it can
makes
get you
sense.
up.
Okay. It's
Huh.
it's it's like
Now,
bubbles when you're scuba diving or
yeah,
something, so you
yeah,
know the way to
yeah.
the
I went,
surface.
oh, that's interesting. Now I don't think I actually used it in the book. Um,
Hmm,
but it was a good,
Yeah.
interesting
that's
piece of
intriguing.
information.
Yeah, that's intriguing.
Yeah,
And never heard that before, so that's really different too. Very
yeah.
unique. Yeah. Wow.
All right, so you must write fairly quickly because it sounds like you've got a lot of books in the pipeline right now with the
Yeah,
National Park series, and then if you develop, Cordell's story and
right.
other ones from Echoes of Darkness. So how long, and it depends on length, I'm sure, word count.
Yeah. My love inspired suspense books take me about 3 months.
Mm,
Now the one I'm writing right now, okay, it helps that for this particular book, I had a really long synopsis.
mm,
I'm a pantser.
okay.
So for me to write a synopsis, this synopsis was like 10,000 words.
Ooh, ooh,
But because of that, I've been able to write it quicker.
mm,
Because I had the story all mapped out. So
mm.
I don't know if that makes me a plotter now. I don't know.
You might be hybrid now. Maybe a
Yeah.
little
Yeah, we
hybrid.
won't
This
go that far.
one, so this one's I don't know, it probably will by the time I actually finish it, I'm getting close to finishing it. It'd probably be about 4 months. But Echoes of Darkness took me at least six.
Mm,
So
Okay.
that one took me longer.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. Well, it's a good thing you're retired and do this full time now, so we can all keep reading and keep looking for more books. All right, so you have one coming out in November, The Trail of Mountains Secrets. Did I
That's
write that
correct.
down right?
Yes.
And stuff. Oh, there is one question I wanted to ask. Okay, you're all into these suspense stories and the procedural stories. Is there another genre you would love to dabble in or something secretly that you haven't written?
Funny story. The very first book that's not published that I wrote, um, I took the Jerry B. Jenkins Craftsman class, and during that, my mentor is Diane Mills. And so during that was the book that I was using during that class. And she said to me, Darlene, you realize that this is Gothic? And I'm like, what? I thought it was romantic suspense. She said, no, it's got a bit of it's Gothic feel to it. So I would love to go back and rewrite that book and put it into a dual timeline.
Mhm.
Not to copy Jamie Jo Wright or anything like that. I don't mean it that way. But because in this story, the main character, her name is Amber, and it's a story of her and her estranged grandmother. So I would like to write from the grandmother's point of view, like 20 years ago,
Mhm.
and then Amber's point of view. So and give it's actually what it is. It's a modern day Nancy Drew story.
Uh,
See,
Yeah,
and we circle
there you
back
go.
around.
exactly.
Hey, I
So
mean, the world
Wait,
maybe
can
one
always
day,
use more of those types of stories, I feel like.
yeah, yeah. Jamie Joe is willing to share, I'm sure.
I love her writing.
Yeah.
But Gothic Nancy Drew, I think is what we've circled back to,
Yeah.
Yes,
which
yeah,
is interesting. I think of like Alfred Hitchcock in the movie Rebecca, and I don't know if you're
yeah,
in that, and the housekeeper and all the Manderley is moody and dark and rich with that suspense. I think that would
yeah.
be fun to do.
So
Yeah.
you never know.
So,
Hey.
hey, how fun. Well, we look forward if you ever change directions. Um, that might be good. All right. So back to the book coming out in November, and then I presume you're pretty quick with something else after that, too.
Then the next one comes out in May. It's called oh my goodness. Left
Sorry.
Scent of Peril. Scent of
Ah,
Peril.
okay.
So Trail of Mountain Secrets is about a canine, a dog. His name is Wolf. And in Scent of Peril, it's about a dog as well, and that dog's name is Shadow. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Well, dog lovers out there
Yeah.
unite.
yeah,
Yes, indeed.
exactly.
Yes,
Writing animals,
no. Yeah, and you've closed your door, Rebecca, so Ziva can't come see us.
she can still get in, but
Eva,
I don't know where she's
actually,
at.
the dog in Explosive Christmas Showdown, I named her Ziva.
Oh,
See? There you go, Rebecca.
yeah.
So yeah, Ziva is a regular visitor on Rebecca and Rebecca. And of course I have to tease Rebecca constantly about horses and she puts animals everywhere in her
Yeah.
stories. If she
My latest book has a bunny and a Labrador retriever. So,
So that's it. Well, very good. Well, Darlene, actually, it's been really fun to talk to you to learn, your writing process, but you write quick, I think, for, you know, all these stories you have going. So why don't we give everyone, again, your website address, and do you have a newsletter or preferred way for them to be able to, readers to be able to keep up on what's coming next for you?
Yeah, so my website is darlenelturner.com. And on the first page, if you scroll down, you can see where you can sign up for my newsletter. It's a monthly newsletter, and I share devotionals, my writing journey, any upcoming where I'm going to be. Sometimes I throw in a recipe. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
no, that's great. Sounds fun. And
Um,
once a month isn't going to overwhelm your inbox, but you'll be able to keep up
Yes.
with Darlene's
Exactly.
next releases. And
and cook great stuff, apparently, 'cause.
and that's
Hopefully.
good. Rebecca, do you have anything else for Darlene? Did we?
No, I really enjoyed this story, and I did very much enjoy hearing from the protege, and I liked that name too. I thought that the name was very apropos, and I thought it lived up to its back cover copy, let's put it that way, because I was
Oh,
very
that's good to
attracted
hear.
to that.
Thank you.
That's good. All right. Well, for next month, Rebecca, we are changing gears because we're doing Christmas in
We
November. That
are.
makes sense. So people can pick up the book. And actually, we're doing Love Inspired again, though. We're doing Mindy
We are.
Openhouse's
Oh, she's a
Christmas
sweetheart.
book. Yeah,
She's
yeah. I've known Mindy for a long, long time. Well, we used to meet regularly before she moved to South Texas. But anyway, so if you're in Christmas spirit, join us in November for that. And then we'll be ready to do December, and it'll be the new year before we know it.
Yeah, it is coming along, and that'll be our will be our fifth season on the air. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So we are excited. I'm so happy to be able to meet all these fast fantastic, can't talk, but fantastic authors. And it's so fun to get to know the person behind the words. So we appreciate you coming on, Darlene, and it was nice to
Thank you
meet
so
you.
much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
People can find us at rebeccaandrebecca.com. It's just as easy as darlenelturner.com. Keep the names going, but rebeccaandrebecca.com. And we have a YouTube channel. We're on Spotify. Rebecca, where else? Everywhere.
All over any place you get podcasts, you can find us there. And also on Instagram, we have Rebecca and Rebecca Reviews. So you can check out all the past and present episodes there. And again, our website is the best place, RebeccaandRebecca.com. So please like and subscribe so you don't miss anything. And we are so excited that you shared this time with us, and we're looking forward to the next one.
And we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.
Bye.